And we are getting going. We are at our New York retreat virtual open house. And I wanted to make this as fun and interactive as possible. So if you're listening to the recording, you're seeing this streamed in, or you are here in our lovely virtual room, know that you can share comments, share ahas, share insights, share any appreciations, or share questions, which we'll be able to get to at the end. I'm first and foremost really looking forward today to being able to share with you something that has been a passion of mine for years. Tracy's Total Wellness went through a revolutionary evolution, as I call it, this year. And for those of you that have been following me, you might have noticed some of the rebranding and some of the new offerings. For me, it was in the midst of some of the overwhelm, things just not feeling aligned anymore. I sat in meditation and I went to my happy place, which I'm here living in Florida and I've been here for 10 years. And for me, the ocean, it's my happy place. I closed my eyes and I was like, just show me what I need. And I immediately was at the ocean, hearing the waves crashing, going in and going out. And as I took this deep breath and I felt this weight lift off my shoulders, immediately I was brought to the hills, to the mountains. And these beautiful women with all of these different colored lanterns started coming up and over the hill. It was the light workers, all of the women that I wanted to welcome in to my community with this new brand of Tracy's Total Wellness. It's what inspired the next wave of women that I'm supporting through my group programs. We'll be eventually launching our leadership program to align women in the chakras of leadership, to the events that I run. And now this third limb of Tracy's Total Wellness, intensive retreats. And so when I thought about getting together for retreats, more than just a single day or some of the fun moon or workshop events I've run, I wanted to sit again and see where I was called. And the mountains again called me. And at first I was like, oh, but I love the ocean. It's been my space. And I kept hearing this call. It's so good to be home. And it warmed my heart as recently I have gone through loss and grief of some of my family. There has been illnesses and things that we endured during the pandemic. And my home in the area of New York and Pennsylvania, some people are in PA, some people are in New York, kept calling to me. And so I decided to go back to my roots for this experience. Coming back to my roots helped me to realize that I'm ready to awaken many things in the work that I want to do, but I'm also ready to awaken the transformation I want to see in my lineage. The work that I get to do inspires the people that I love. And so Awaken became the name of this retreat. Coming back to my roots was important. And so when I opened that up to divine energy, this beautiful property that you see behind me fell into my lap. One of my dear friends, Kendra, her aunt owns this property. Now, coming back to my roots means coming back to be home, but it also means coming back to the roots that it is to be a small business owner, wanting to support small businesses. This beautiful venue that you see behind you was a restored barn that the owners of the beautiful barn venue restored by their hands. I'm going to be going through several of the places that will be retreating and experiencing during this event. And the owner himself handcrafted and created many of the structures that you're going to see from his bare hands. So coming back to the roots means more than just coming back to my hometown. It means coming back to the roots that everyone has for the work they want to do. I'll be highlighting many providers, many people that you're going to see at this experience, from vendors to sponsors, are small business owners, and the majority of them are from the local community in and around the Binghamton, New York area, which is the closest city to where I grew up. So when I say I was awakened, I was awakened. This isn't just a 3-day retreat where I get to do the work I love. This is me giving back to a community that has meant so much to me. It's where I grew up. It's all the things I got to do and play and explore, go through the angst of my teenage years. I ended up going close to home for college, not too far down the road. And when I moved to New York City, it was only a 2.5, 3-hour drive when we had traffic. So moving to Florida was a big deal, but being able now to feel connected to my Florida community and now go back to my roots is something that's important. It's also important to the Tracy's Total Wellness pillars that we have created in our new brand, which is the pillars of total wellness. Our pillars of total wellness will be encompassed within this experience, from feeling well in your body, aligning and feeling alive in your mind, allowing your emotions to find harmony, connecting to your soul's purpose, and doing it all with the foundation of community. So if you're someone that is inspired by even some of the pillars of wellness that I shared, what are some of the pillars of wellness that you are ready to be awakened in? This Awaken retreat is going to do many things. We'll have several times we're in nature immersion. This is using the power of Mother Nature as the beautiful canvas that we get to do our work. We'll be in the woods, the earth element. There is a glen trail for the water element, and there's expansive open skies for that divine energy air element. We truly can come back to our roots to feel grounded in this, the nature. Within that space, we'll be moving with yoga, allowing our minds to find quiet and meditation, and sacred wellness sessions provided by myself and other wellness providers will allow you to feel emotionally and soulfully aligned and sound. You'll get to share connections with the women that are here, your other partner, the community. Isn't it great to be able to partner with nature and with other people? Plus, having amazing food and different pampering services to bring it all full circle. So I want to take you now on a tour. Imagine yourself coming to this beautiful restored barn in the New York mountains, breathing in the fresh air, feeling the dedication that the owners of this small business have brought to this venue. You're going to pull up, you're going to walk up that beautiful patio you see next to me and find your way into the facility that we get to experience while we are together. Now, there are amazing things that we're going to get to experience while we are in this facility. And so I want to show you a few other of the spaces that we are going to be a part of. Now, before I do, I want you to ask yourself, what amazing things can I step into when I am in a beautiful space like this? So we're going to walk now into our next beautiful space. We see here the beautifulness of this barn. This is where we'll congregate together, where we'll be in community. We'll be nourishing our bodies with meals. And out those doors in the back, we'll get to experience many of the meditations, many of the yoga experiences that we will be a part of. The beautiful thing that we also get to experience during this event is the majestic woodwork that you see here. We get to have the indoor time, and we also get to immerse ourselves in the outdoor time. Now you see there's little heaters, we have fans. There are different ways to make sure you are taken care of during this experience. So don't worry if you're someone that's concerned that it gets chillier sometimes in the summer or it might get warm during the day. We have all of that taken care of. Now, this is the main hall where many of the experiences that are indoor will actually be happening. Now I want to take you to a journey of where we're going to be going for the next part, the experience of the property itself. And so I'm going to come on and share with you now. Imagine we're together here in community, and now we get to take our walks in the beautiful glens that are in the background of this experience. We get to be in nature. This area, where it's the wooded area of many of the trails, will be where we do our meditative walks, where we'll walk in nature, we'll allow ourselves to immerse in the experience. And it is the trail that takes us to the beautiful glen, where we'll do some releasing rituals. Utilizing nature is very important to me, as it's been a powerful part of my training and the experiences that I offer at Tracy's Total Wellness. So this is also a beautiful part of this experience. Now let's get ready. Some of you that are here in open house, it's like, Tracy, where are we going to go next? Well, some of you might actually be in the property, living there, staying overnight in one of these amazing tiny houses. These are handcrafted by the owner. This is something that the actual owner has built from his hands. Imagine yourself staying right on property. We have an additional tiny house that actually is a tiny house restroom. So we are glamping of sorts, ladies, no outhouses here. And we'll be able to offer some of you that are interested these tiny houses. They live right off of the property perimeter, so it's not a far walk to the showers that are in the main area. But for some of you, you might want to be in your own personal space. You get to connect with nature and the community. But when we retire for the evening, it'll be your sacred time that you get to spend with yourself. So imagine yourself seated right here in the morning, enjoying your cup of coffee or journaling as the sun comes up. Imagine yourself seated here as you watch the sun go down after our completion of one of our days, feeling the connection you had with people and now getting to decompress within yourself. Now, some of you are going to be like, Tracy, I love nature, but I want to go rest in peace in maybe something different. And we have wonderful hotels right down the road that we will be offering some rides back and forth for some people. And some of you that are local, you'll be able to come on in. Now, if that's something that you're like, ooh, that's even too fancy for me, the tiny house, I want to really camp it up. This is a registered campsite. And so we're welcoming campers and we're welcoming tents, and you can come and really live with the land during this retreat. Now, as we are with the land, now I want to show you where we'll actually be doing some of our things. And so where we'll be on the property is a beautiful space. And so first, I want to share with you the view that you get to see from the deck. Now, you might see behind me, those are the beautiful tiny houses. This is where we'll enjoy our meals. You'll get to walk out on the deck, look at all of these beautiful, expansive mountains and the sky, and all of that grass that you see behind there is our land. So we'll be doing experiences outdoors, and sometimes we'll be right here on this deck, being able to view the whole thing. Friday evening will be the time where we come together. You'll get to enjoy the property. We'll have a beautiful meal and set intentions. Saturday will be immersing with most of the land. And Saturday evening, since the full moon will be happening very early Sunday morning, that amazing land that you see there will have a bonfire. And we are going to get to burn all of the energy, all of the attachments, all of the emotional things that aren't serving us anymore, not only in a fire, but a bonfire, ladies. The beautiful owner, he builds it for us. Again, he's building more for us. We're bringing just enough masculine energy in to this experience with the container of this venue and the amazing owner that will support us. So imagine congregating together in circle with a bonfire after we've done a deeply reflective and healing day. After we retire, after the bonfire experience, we'll be coming back on Sunday. Now, on Sunday, we'll be really tapping more into the awakening experience. We'll be going through lineage, ancestral work, helping you to awaken what your purpose is now. Now that you've done the clearing on Saturday, Sunday, it's time to awaken. We'll have many rituals from the body, mind, emotion, and soul pillar experiences throughout the event. But as we close out, we'll be tapping more into the soul pillar, the work you're here to do in the world. Whether you're a business owner, you're a mom, you're an aunt, you're a sister, you're a worker from 9 to 5, you are going to find how you as a person get to impact people in your life. You'll get to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore and be in community with people that do. So I want to now go to the last place, and I'm going to spotlight this image for everybody that is here together as being, for me, the fun awakening. So this is a handmade swing that the owners built on one of the trees. And it just brought me to tears when I saw it, because I remember several times as a child being in like handmade forts or being on a swing in my grandparents' backyard that my grandfather built from a tree. I also remember being on that same swing when my grandmother passed away, being in her backyard, knowing she was gone, and still feeling connected to her. Little things like this can really warm our hearts. This awakening retreat is going to be a time for you to be vulnerable, process grief, process trauma, process what's ready to be healed, so that you can sit on that swing, you can swing away your worries, you can connect into what's important to you. And then you can also imagine yourself leaving this retreat, swinging in that swing with childlike awakening, being in a state of play, seeing what is available to you when you take the time to spend with yourself and with community that creates a safe space. This is the Awaken experience that I wanted to share with all of you. It is really something that is important to my heart, as I mentioned, coming back to my roots. But for you, what would coming back to your roots mean for you? And what would be open when you take the time to step away for 3 days for an experience like this? Now, I want to share my screen with a beautiful quote that I was able to find when I was running an event, and I thought it was perfect for this experience. If trauma can be inherited from one generation to the next, then so can love, emotional intelligence, and wisdom. We're coming together Friday evening to find and declare our safe space at our Awaken retreat. We're going to work through, in that safe space on Saturday, the trauma, so that on Sunday, the love, the emotional intelligence, and the wisdom get to truly thrive in this experience. So I'm going to take you now to our page, which can be found on tracystotalwellness.com. You'll go to the summer retreat page. I'll be putting it in many of the comments, and you also will get it here if you're in the open house live, for those of you that are here. But this is our Awakening retreat. The venue is called, again, the beautiful barn venue. It's in the mountains of New York. And it is a time for you to treat yourself. Or if you want to come with a friend, bring your sister with you, bring your bestie with you, and experience this unforgettable time with nature. We'll be harnessing the power of the collective and awakening, as I mentioned, that inner wisdom. It's also really a time to unplug. Retreat is actually a powerful word that is giving you the opportunity to step away, to recharge. As women, it is so important that we take the time to recharge. If we're going to awaken those best parts of us inside of us to be the best mom, sister, friend, aunt, grandmother, coworker that we want to be, what would be possible when we're a more awakened, recharged, and revitalized woman? So as you scroll this page, you'll be able to many times activate that awakening with the limited time early bird that we have available. So right now, our early bird is $550 for the entire experience. Now, if you book by June 3rd, when the early bird expires, you will receive a discount of $150. Now, there's two ways to join us. You can, with all of these buttons you see on the webpage, activate your spot at Awaken with just the $150 deposit. And then we'll find a payment plan that serves you to pay those final deposits before you show up at the event. If you're somebody that's ready to pay in full, you see that button there, you can contact us and we're more than happy to accommodate you. Now, this 550 early bird rate gives you many things. So you'll see here, the dates are July 19th through the 21st. Again, I had mentioned we'll begin in the evening of Friday and we will be concluding the evening of Sunday. Now there's rain or shine. As you notice, the beautiful barn has many different experiences. And I didn't even show you the bottom because I wanted to surprise you with the amazing fun experience that we have at the bottom level of the barn, where we get to have fun. There's amazing areas to play around in. And there are even some animals that we can hang out with in a separate area. You'll see the location there, the 10 acres of beautiful barn that are available. Now, the meals that we offer are listed here. Friday evening, you will receive meals all day, Saturday and Sunday. And don't worry, ladies, we accommodate everyone. Now, for your accommodations, they are in addition to your ticket price. There are off-site hotels, and my team will be able to help you with that. Or when you sign up and you pay your deposit, you'll get an email confirming everything that you see there. You can bring your own camper or your own tent. You can drive on in, there's plenty of parking, and then you can upgrade to stay at one of the 9 tiny houses. And as of now, we have 7 left. Now there are a restroom right there with the tiny houses, and then there are full bathrooms facilities in the actual main barn. Now, next thing is travel. Travel arrangements are not included, but we did some research and we helped you. So when you pay your deposit, you'll get all of the nearby airports and the best way to help you to come join us. Now, if you're a bus ride away, we have buses that are available. There are some train stations in some areas, but it would require getting an Uber ride to the facility. As I mentioned, I wanted to come back to roots. So we are in the mountains, ladies. And so those are the nearby airports. There are several others that the email will list if you want to fly into different airports besides the 2 I have listed. Again, here's just some beautiful pictures of the barn and the way that I support community on top of the amazing experiences that you'll have within the facility. Now, this is a place for you to treat yourself, not only to self-care, but to sisterhood. These rituals and these practices you're going to learn, you can take back with you. Something that Tracy's Total Wellness really strives to focus on is you have the experience that you can take home with you. You're going to retreat to recharge, but the things that you experience will be able to be reused in your daily life. Now, there's again a little deep sneak peek into our facilities and then into the tiny houses. And there is many other things that you'll see here from some women that have attended, from some different insights. And so I encourage you to explore the website, explore if this retreat is for you. If you want to feel supported, enjoy a time for feeling pampered, you want the time and space to reconnect with your authentic self, you're open to connecting with nature, you're ready to learn new healing techniques that you can take home, you're seeking a deeper connection to your purpose, and you want to find some good old-fashioned, and that's going to say woods time. I just noticed it said beach time. And that is, again, my second favorite place, but we're going to call that woods time. Then you're ready to step into your divine wisdom. So you can step out of your daily life and you can feel empowered. So that is a little bit about this experience of Awaken. If this is something that your intuition is nudging you to learn a little bit more about, know that we are giving you an opportunity to hop on the phone with you. My amazing team will guide you, and you can just email Shan at tracystotalwellness.com and we'll set you up with a call. No worries, the recording of this will go out and we'll give you all of these details that we have. But I want to close out by sharing with you something that is also really important to me in coming back to my roots. For many of you, you may not know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And for so many people that I work with, empaths, intuitives, those that are highly sensitive people, anyone that might be neurodivergent or dealing with things tend to come to my community as we create a safe container. What's important to me is that we feel safe and then we do something about it. So when you come to Tracy's Total Wellness experiences, the safety will always be there. You don't have to worry about that. But what would be possible when you embark on a transformation to not have anything you're dealing with mental health, anything you're dealing with stress or the overwhelm in your life be your identity? You can embark on a journey. And yes, sometimes it can be hard, but amidst the challenges, there's one thing that can always bring us joy, and it's spending time with women, spending time with like minded souls and with friends. Sometimes making new connections might be daunting, and that's where we step in. Just imagine a collective amount of women here in the mountains, all striving to elevate their lives. Now, I want you, as you view over this horizon, picture yourself taking your first step on this property, seeing what can awaken within you in the 3 days we're together. If this is calling to you, we would be honored to have you. The early bird is available until June 3rd. It even rhymes, so you won't forget. And the way to get started is the $150 deposit. Any questions that you have, please feel free to reach out. There are many of the questions that you might have answered right on that website that I shared. And you can feel free to comment wherever you're seeing this video, and myself or my team will make sure that we are taken you care of. Now, I want to close out by saying I am so honored to have an amazing team. I'm so honored to have beautiful people that have made this something that is now becoming a reality. From my community care coordinator, Shan, to my amazing branding and website builder who built that beautiful website you see, Rita, aka BP Soto, to Nancy, who helps support me at my events, to Roxy, who helps create so many beautiful images, Afreen, my business coach, Janice, my life coach, and Krista, my grief counselor. These people have helped me on top of my body workers and all of my energy healers. It takes people to help me to take care of people. So what if you get to come to an experience like this and meet people that can take care of you, or that you get to take care of? And we become now this symbiotic expression of what it means to come together in the collective. We're elevating the light and the love of this planet. We're awakening all of that within us. And I believe that us coming together for an event like this can do the community and the world good. We would love to have you July 19th through the 21st this year at our Awaken retreat in the beautiful mountains of New York. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. And I'm honored to be able to say this is my first Awakened retreat of Tracy's Total Wellness rebrand. And it's an honor to share with you this amazing open house.